Working in customer support is never easy. Working in tech support, I can't even imagine. Welcome to this episode of Tales from Tech Support. Our first tale today is from Raced Laws, titled Hippity Hoppity, Your File is Now My Property. I work as a programmer for a software house supplying pretty niche software. Our client has programmers of their own, but mostly to make some adjustments that are no big deal, such as adjusting parameters and whatnot. For new features or new programs, they outsource the work to us. I'm involved in a particular project that has been dragging on for 3 years. It has a particular script involving FTP and SQL against a specific file, and that script hasn't been touched for at least 2 years now. The script is executed early in the routine, so if something is wrong, it'd be detected very quickly. During the last 2 years, the client has been testing the routine multiple times, so why fix what isn't broken, eh? Friday, 6:03 p.m., the BA called. "The routine stopped working," he said, "and they're about ready to finally deploy the project. This is a blocker. The error message said it's an FTP issue." To put this into perspective, the dude generally doesn't call even for some time-sensitive projects. He was fine with chat, so this is a pretty dangerous problem. Unfortunately, I've taken leave for the next couple weekdays due to a certain cyber-related punk that got released. So I just said, yo, they've tested this multiple times, and we've not sent them anything related to it the past year or so. It's clearly their fault. But he's a good friend of mine, so when he asked, I went, what the hell, let's check it out. We agreed on the date and time, and I asked for more details. The weird part is, he showed me a screenshot of the file's contents. Clearly the FTP process worked, so how come the error said it's FTP? Monday rolls in, and at the specified time, I remote into client's test platform. I watch as the FTP process ran smoothly, and the logs even said the transfer process completed. I check the file, and sure enough the data is there, yet as if it's not there. Debugging reveals the SQL script is unable to read the file. But what the hell? How would that even be possible? The script is quite literally just a cursor for select column from file. It's as simple as it gets. Running the script outside of program for testing reveals the data is there, yet for some reason, my program fails to do it. After about half an hour screwing around, checking the existence of the file, checking for duplicates, rehearsing the FTP, I finally realized something odd. Select column from file fails catastrophically, but select from file works. No, the file is indeed there, but when I check the file description, it turns out it has a different column name, which is why select star works, but select column doesn't. For some reason, the client decided to have their own version of the same file. I just took screenshots of both files, showed that it's impossible it's our end because our file's description has not been changed since 2018, and I told them to place the file back. Would you look at that? The program runs fine. I just log off. It's crazy how many companies want to have all this extra stuff involved with their systems, yet also are still so hell-bent on keeping stuff of their own and trying to do the same thing they're most likely paying a price to have somebody else do for them. Our next tale is from Enzo, titled, I changed my password and my phone died. What did you do to it? I work in the technical support call center for a major smartphone manufacturer, and I received the following call last night. For our cast, we've got the customer's husband, and me. Thank you for calling Major Phone Manufacturer. My name is OP. How can I help you?
This morning I changed my password and now my phone won't charge. I've tried several different charging cables that all worked yesterday. What did you do to my phone?
I'm sorry to hear that your phone isn't charging. Have you tried holding the power button for 10 seconds?
Yes, and it won't turn on. It's completely dead. What did you do to it?
I assure you that I didn't do anything to your phone. I am sorry that this happened. I'd be happy to set up service for you to have the phone repaired.
I can't bring the phone to your store, and I can't mail it in. Why did changing my password cause my phone battery to die?
It didn't. The two things have nothing to do with each other. It's just a coincidence.
It can't be a coincidence. It was working fine yesterday, and now the phone is dead, and it won't charge. Why did you ruin my phone?
Two things can happen the same day and have nothing to do with each other. Imagine, a person who had never drank any coffee in his entire life wakes up one morning and decides to have a cup of coffee. He leaves the house while crossing the street. He gets hit by a bus. Did drinking coffee cause him to get hit by the bus?
What is your name?
It's OP.
My husband is rolling his eyes at how rude that comment was.
What does coffee have to do with anything? I don't mean to be rude, but that's exactly my point. Coffee doesn't have anything to do with a bus, and your password has nothing to do with your phone's battery.
I want to speak to your manager.
Sure, hold please. I then transferred the call to my supervisor and explained what had happened on the call. He had a good chuckle and took the call. Have a good day, everyone. You know, I'm no smartphone genius, but even I know that changing your password isn't going to make your battery magically die. Clearly she had the phone for a while or has a defective battery. And our final tale is from Pilt Downton Abbey, titled, "Can you recover that backup we told you to delete because we didn't trust you to keep it secure?" We provide a backup solution to customers that only backs up our software. The archive encrypted, the data being backed up is encrypted, and is stored on a secure FTP server that only their user, our user, and their IP address and our IP address can access. Seems secure to me, but what do I know? 2 days ago, because of the SolarWinds hack, this customer asked us to delete all backups we created from our servers as well as their own server. We don't use SolarWinds and never have, but this customer is scared and didn't feel like they could trust the cloud anymore. This is one of those stubborn customers who refuses to heed the daily email warnings that their backup is saving archives to the same drive where the data is stored. Bad idea. It became a really super bad idea this morning when the drive containing the data failed and we learned that they hadn't yet installed a new backup system and didn't even have a simple RAID of 2 drives and let Windows handle it. They called us and are understandably upset at their own decisions. They've begged us to find some way to restore the backups we deleted from our servers, but the thing is, we can't because it's gone. We deleted the FTP server, the VHD, and the backup of that VHD, but only after having them sign a document acknowledging that we were no longer storing their data and that we recommended they obtain a new backup solution before terminating the agreement with us. Good news is, they can be reasonably certain that nobody will hack their data. Bad news is, they will spend well into the new year manually entering data, which they fortunately have been maintaining a decent paper trail of. In this age of technology, data is important, and you want to make sure you back your stuff up properly. If you're going to do something like this company ended up doing, make sure that you have a proper full backup before actually terminating your backup service. Alright. That's enough tales for the day. Well, that wraps up this episode of Tales from Tech Support. If you liked the video, please drop a like, share my content on all of your social media, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that bell and drop a comment down below. Thanks for watching, thanks to my patrons, have a great day and stay safe out there.